Mark through now. We've got him on the line. Excited to have him. Mark Matthey. He's an executive officer with the U.S. Army. Let's get Mark on the line.
Free.
Hey, Mark, what's happening, man?
Hey, how you been, buddy?
Oh, life is good. You and Casey doing well?
Oh, we're great. She's expecting the baby girl in first week of July, so we're gearing up for that. Had two boys, so it's going to be a big change, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, even out the numbers in that household a little bit, huh?
Yeah, we still got the advantage, though. So
How's
all right?
And you're in Fort Benning, Georgia now?
Yeah, I'm in 3rd Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division, the headquarters troop executive officer down here at Fort Benning. Beautiful southern weather in May. We're sitting at 92 degrees today, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, just
a little golfing in, so that's nice.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. How's the golf game?
It's about as good as it was in college. I don't get out as much as I'd like to, so I'm still shaking balls left and right. So
Keeps it interesting.
It does. It makes it more fun.
Well, hey,
I play twice as much golf for the same price as you.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to thank you, man. I know it's a big, a lot of things that you're doing. I'm really glad you're calling in and letting us know about what you've been doing. But I know you've done a lot for the country, and we're all proud of you, all the listeners, and all your ATO brothers.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Can you tell us a little bit about what life's been like in the military?
Oh, well, for me, it's been busy. I joined right out of college. Went enlisted. Was a specialist and a sergeant. I was at Fort Bragg. Went on deployment to Iraq. Everything was real fast paced. It was 2006, 2007 time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was really fast paced for our deployments. All that kind of stuff with the wars both being ramped up in Afghanistan and in Iraq. Came back from that. Went to officer school and became a second lieutenant down here. So that was in the end of 2000. Actually, it was the middle of 2011, and I've been here since. So I stayed here for officer candidate school, commissioned as a second lieutenant in the infantry. I went to infantry school here, and then after infantry school, I was permanently stationed here with the 3rd Infantry Division. So it's been really nice having that stability for the family. But, I think it's give me a couple more years and we'll be ready to get back up to hopefully Fort Lewis.
I would love to have you back closer, man.
Yeah.
So what's it like, all the training that because you're training, right? So what was it like to get the training to be the trainer?
So it's much different when I switched over from being a sergeant to being an officer. My job. I plan. I coordinate and I plan. I am a lot more hands off on the training the soldier. I plan the training. I get everything ready. I give the big concepts to the sergeants. The sergeants and staff sergeants are they call them the backbone of the Army because they are. They do all the hard work. They train the soldiers. They're there every step of the way with the soldiers. So, I guide them. I'm really their kind of mentor, and then they are the guys on the ground doing all the hard work. So, it's a really rewarding job. Once I switched over, it's much less hands-on, but it's a lot more hours and a lot more, going into the planning phase of things. But it's really rewarding when you see, the soldiers be successful. So.
And you lived on base for a while, correct?
Yeah, we've lived on the base here for about a year and a half now.
Okay.
So originally we bought a house just off post, and it's just too far away. So we still own it. We rent it out now. It just wasn't great for Casey. Her getting to work. She's working at our church preschool with the boys. So getting them and her to work every day was about 45 minutes. So I know in Seattle, that's like, man, you must live real close, but out here, I mean, that's 30 miles away.
Yeah, covering a lot of ground.
Yeah, you're covering a lot of ground. You're in the car for too long, and with a 1-year-old, that little guy's got to take a lot of naps. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So we love it. We love it on post. We're in really, really historical housing right now. 1929 was when these were built.
wow.
President Eisenhower lived 2 doors down from where I live right now, in the same house. It hasn't changed since he lived here when he was in the Army. So it's a really historical base. A lot of stuff like that down here. So it's interesting.
So do you guys have at base? You have something going on for this weekend?
We do. There's a lot of stuff going on for across the post. Every neighborhood is kind of having their own little barbecue stuff throughout today and tomorrow. Monday it's treated a little differently. Growing up and everything. Memorial Day is barbecue day.
Yeah.
For us on post, Memorial Day is a little bit more somber. But it's still awesome time to just be with the family and kind of just relax and think about things. So there's a lot going on this weekend in Columbus, Georgia. We got I'm not sure the exact number. I think it's 30,000 soldiers down here. So it's a big population base. So they do a lot. The city down here is awesome. They work really well with the soldiers. So there's a lot going on for soldiers this weekend.
Those listeners just joining us, ATO fraternity brother, WSU grad Mark Matthey is on the line now. He's an executive officer with the U.S. Army, and we're just learning a little bit about what it took for him to get there and what life's like down there. So, Mark, I appreciate you being with us. I wanted to see, we lived in the fraternity together, and we meshed with 60 different personalities. How's that shaped your career and kind of what you're doing now with coaching and leadership?
It's really funny because we always noticed, you can tell the guys that were in fraternities, you can tell the guys that were on sports teams and stuff like that, because they get along a lot better. It's a forced thing for us. You show up and you pledge ATO, and your pledge brothers are your brothers. It's the same feeling at 18 that a kid coming out of high school joining the Army would feel. Those guys are to his left and right are his brothers. Just like all you guys were for me. It's no different. It's a different mindset, but it's the same feeling. It's awesome because, like you said, people from all different backgrounds. It is exponentially greater in the Army. I mean, all different backgrounds we were all from Washington State. I think maybe we had somebody from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we had somebody from Portland, but you got guys from Georgia, Washington State, Alaska. I mean, I came in with quite a few buddies from Puerto Rico, Guam. One of my soldiers this year was from Zimbabwe. So the diversity is much greater, but it's the same feeling. You come in and you're instantly all brothers. So
it's got to be fun with those different learning people with different backgrounds and everything, and being from different areas, and I'm sure it's got to be a good time.
Yeah, it really is. And it's what's great about it is you just learn so much from the people that are down here that we're in Georgia now. We don't know anything about Georgia. Coming from Washington, when first we got down here, I mean, the culture is just completely different. I mean, you drink sweet tea with everything.
Yeah.
Down here. It's like a staple food. And it's just a much different culture. Well, there's guys in the Army that I work with now that are from here, so they can you get that element of, hey, why don't you check this place out? Why don't you go out to this monument and check this out? Because they know they've been here their whole lives. Everywhere you go, you meet people say, hey, I'm going to go on vacation to, Texas. Where should I go? I'm going to go on vacation to the Bahamas. You know somebody from the Bahamas. So it's kind of nice. You get to learn a lot and meet a lot of really good people.
Mark, let's go back to your, what is the plan for you for the future? I mean, is there a lot more growth that you can do within the Army there? Is that the plan?
Yeah. So my next big jump is going to be company command.
Okay.
So I'll go to a school down here. I'll actually stay here again for the it would be called the Maneuver Captain's Career Course. It's basically your course to learn how to command a company. And once I'm through with that, the Army will bless me with a new duty station. We will move, and I'll go to a new unit and be a company commander. That's roughly you're in charge of you're responsible for everything for about 160 soldiers. So my last leadership, direct line leadership job as a platoon leader, I'm over 40 soldiers. The next one is 160, so it's a big jump. But that's on the officer side, that's your last chance to be directly involved. From there, you get a little bit more. Every step up on our side is a little bit more strategic, a little bit more planning, all that kind of stuff. But that's the next step for me, and then beyond that, I'm going to stay in as long as I can. As long as I can, walk around and carry my rifle, I'll be doing it. So
awesome, bro. So Mark, you guys really haven't. You hear of a lot of Army families that relocate just a ton. You guys just made a couple moves, right?
Yeah. So we've had Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and here.
Okay.
So that's it for us. Really, like I said about coming down here, was really lucky on the family side of being able to stabilize the family here. Once I found out I had orders to stay here permanently, it was nice. We at that point can go look for a house. You got a lot more freedom. You're going to be here for a few years. Typically, it's not that easy. Had I gone somewhere else, you can go there for a couple years and then move somewhere else. Well, for me, because all of my schools for the infantry are here, they're not going to move me. The Army, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to move me, pay for me to move somewhere across the country, and then 6 months later bring me back to another school. So until I get done with the Maneuver Captain's Career Course, I'll be here.
It's nice that you guys are able to kind of set up some roots down there, and I'm sure Casey's got really connected with the other families down there and the other Army wives.
Oh yeah, she has, and and our church is great. We've got a really strong church family down here. She's made some just lifelong friends through our church, and it's going to be tough for her. When we do have to move, she's not going to want to. We love it down here. We love the community, and it's a top on the list of places to retire. So
awesome, man. Well, that's all the time we got, brother. I appreciate you calling in, and I hope you enjoy the weekend. Hopefully, you get up to Fort Lewis soon, and we can catch up.
Definitely, brother. We'll be home. We'll be home at Christmas, and we'll be spending a few days over on the west side of the state. So.
All right, sounds good. We'll catch you then. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, buddy. Go
Cougs.
Cougs.
Go Cougs. Talk to you soon. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Community Real Estate Talk Show on Clay 1180 AM. I'm Tyler Freed. We'll be right back. Interested in relocating around?